Hello everyone, I just got myself a brand new generic Bluetooth keyboard for my Samsung Galaxy Note 2 and I went really cheap. I tried to find the cheapest keyboard out there, but there seems to be a really cool looking one and it is pretty dirt cheap. I bought it for about $20 here in Korea, but I see it as low as $13 in the US through Amazon. So your price may vary, and this is not really the company name. It is, these I think it is manufactured in China, and they just let you put your own logo, and then when you order a bunch you could just sell it with your own name on it. So I wouldn't expect to find it under this name. Just type Bluetooth keyboard for iPad or Bluetooth keyboard for Android, and you should see something like this after I open this up. So let's go ahead. Okay. And just to clarify, this is a Bluetooth 2.0 keyboard. I think that should be fine. We don't really need to go 3.0 for the keyboard. Okay, and the packaging, nothing to brag about. It just feels like a cardboard, little glossy cardboard there. I'm going to take it out. Okay, and as you can see, it looks very similar to like an iPad, or I'm sorry, an Apple keyboard. Okay, and surprisingly it does come with some kind of a cover. That's pretty neat. Okay, it's like a silicone cover. I've never seen that actually. Okay, and wow. Okay, the keys actually feel pretty decent. Not exactly like a iPad keyboard, but they feel surprisingly good for how much you paid for them, right? And I could definitely get comfortable using this when I'm outside. Okay, and let's see. And you could see this has a metallic finish, but it's actually plastic. So maybe that's a good thing. You do want it portable. Let's see if they threw in a battery in here. Of course not. Okay, let me just put in a battery in there. Let me just double check they didn't send me a battery. No, they didn't. Comes with a little CD as well. Hopefully I won't be needing that because I'm going to be putting it on the Galaxy Note 2 there. And it does look like a AAA battery. No, a AA. Okay, let me put that in there. Oh, wait, hold on. Takes multiple AAA batteries. Okay, now that's a surprise. Let me get one. There we go. Okay, and let's put this back on. And there should be like a pair button. Hold on. Okay, so I think there's a power button. There we go. There's a power button that we could turn on. And then we could push that Bluetooth connect button on the back. So before I do that, I'm going to turn on the Bluetooth on my Galaxy Note 2. Okay, and then I'm going to hit the connect button. And then hopefully when I hit the scan button, it should find something. And there we go. INBK01. And then it says type 2380, press enter. Okay, and it's paired. Okay, now let's go back. Actually, I don't want to scan. Okay, so let's try typing a little bit with this keyboard. Okay, let's open up Polaris Office, create a new Word document. Okay, zoom in just a little bit so we could see what we're typing. I am typing with my new Bluetooth keyboard. Whenever you get a new keyboard, you have to get used to the feel so you don't make typing errors. Okay, as you can see, it seems to type really well. Definitely not as good as like a real like a iBook keyboard, but actually it's very good, and I'm very surprised for the price I paid for it. And I just want to talk about the cover a little bit. It turns out you could actually have the cover still on here, right? Let me move this out of the way. It turns out you could still have the cover on here, and you can still type, and it actually mutes the sound of the keys even. So there's definitely more going on here than I thought there was. Okay, and I want to show you the keyboard just a little bit more. As you can see, I bought the one in Korea, so it comes with the Korean characters. And it has the the markings for both PC and Mac. Okay, and I would say it actually feels pretty good. The rubber on the bottom, it's 4 points, and it doesn't slide around too much, right? But slides around just the amount that you need it to, and that's much better than my current keyboard, which is almost the same size with the number pad there. It slides around too much because only 2 of the points are rubber, slippery rubber at that, and the other points are plastic. So definitely really like it. Okay, it's very simple, works well, very light, and I don't think I could ask for anything more. Definitely for the price I paid for. One other thing is this, as you can see that square button. It is actually the home button, and one thing to note with this keyboard, when you press on it hard, right? Like it kind of does a double click, kind of like when you press on a shutter button on a SLR camera. There's like a click and then another click down. When you press it hard, the button doesn't register. So don't press on it hard, and it is the home button. So say that you do a double tap here, bring up S voice, you could do the same. Okay, as you could see, it brought up S voice. Then a single press would bring you back home. And you could tap and hold, and then it'll bring up this menu, obviously, and you can navigate to these options, right? Okay, and then let's go back home. That's one. I guess you could play with the keyboard here a little bit. That's one option, and then I just want to keep on going down on the keyboard. So you could see there's brightness controls here, but they actually do not work on the Galaxy Note 2. Okay, but this thing, the F3, the magnifying glass, it brings up Google voice search, and I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's cancel out of that before it does something crazy. Okay, and then going on, F4, I don't think F4 works. F4 doesn't work. F5, wonder what F5 is. Seems to have like a keyboard symbol. Maybe it'll let me type internationally. We'll test that out in a little bit. F6 is unmarked, but let's see what the next buttons do. F8 is pause and play.
The ethical TV gem.
Okay, so I was listening to an audiobook. I think it was it Steve Wozniak's biography. Anyway, so the pause and play works.
Chapter 4, Chapter 5.
Okay, and then forward and back works. And then let's go on further. Okay, let's go on further. I'll just hold it here for you guys. Hopefully you guys can see it. So this button is the mute button, and it works. Okay, next thing is volume down. Well, let's go to volume up first. Volume down. Okay, so these are all cool, and there's a lock button at the end, and that seems to lock the phone. Press one more tap, and then you have to manually lock it or unlock it. Okay, so I think all in all, very cool features. It looks like this is actually customized for the smartphone, and I think that's great. Okay, and then typing, with international characters, as I mentioned earlier, this is a Korean keyboard, right? Let's try to bring up the keyboard there. Okay, let's see what F5 does. It does nothing. So I got it to type in Korean, but unfortunately I cannot seem to figure that out. Could try switching it to Korean over there, still nothing. And just Korean over there. Oops. And still nothing. And actually I got it to work one time. Unfortunately it can't seem to make it work again. That's the end of this review. So if you want to get one, just search for Amazon for something that looks like this, and let me just show it to you. It has the same symbols here on the top left hand corner. You should see that. Okay, sometimes there's a little bit something printed here, right? And it has that lock button and these icons up here as well. Okay, and I see a deal on Amazon for about $13 now. And even if you don't live in the US, you probably have a store that sells imported goods from China and other countries, and you could probably find it for a pretty good price. Okay, so that concludes the end of this review. If you haven't been to my channel yet, please check out my channel. I have about 60 videos now on the Galaxy Note 2, and hopefully it'll show you how to get the most out of your Galaxy Note 2. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, because I'm planning on creating a video every day or every other day in the future, so that we can continue to explore more ways to get the most out of the Galaxy Note 2. Thank you for watching.